What's going on, everybody? So today I'm going to be working on the subframe. I've been meaning to redo it ever since I butchered the last one. So I'm going to get right into it and hopefully I'll have a new subframe by the end of this that'll match up a little better than the last one and look a hell of a lot better. I also want to give you guys a quick garage update, not that I ever really do one, but just in case people ask, that is a new bike behind me. It's an 09 Yamaha R6 Raven Edition. I actually grabbed this back in January, but it's been in the shop for a while getting some new parts fixed, or replaced rather. The gas tank was damaged here because of a drop. The swing arm had to be replaced as well. And then the headlight was cracked, so I got that changed. It's a pretty expensive repair bill, but these bikes hold their value, I think. Especially this one because it's limited edition. It's only got 11,000 kilometers. It's barely broken in. So I'll make some vlog on that shortly. I still have the SV650. I'm really on the fence of whether or not I want to sell this thing. This bike just looks really good with the full fairing kit, and it's a really cheap bike to insure. It's easy to ride, it sounds good, it's in really good shape. So I'm really on the fence of whether or not I want to sell this or not. I did sell the DRZ 400 literally the day I posted it up last week. I think I posted the ad up at 8 AM or something, and then I had the bike sold and the guy came and picked it up by 2 or 3 PM the same day. The DRZ was fun, but it just wasn't. I did get to ride it a little bit. I went on a little weekend ride with some buddies, and it wasn't really what I expected it. It's a fun bike if you're in the city, but where I live, I gotta go out on the highway for a little bit, which it's a terrible highway bike. The wind is just insane. So one of these two bikes will be better. This one, I hate the leaning forward. It, really makes my arms go numb after a while, and the seat's really hard and uncomfortable. I haven't ridden this one much yet. I'm just taking it up and down the road. It's probably also going to make my arms numb as well, but the amount of power this thing has is ridiculous. Like, it's just too fast for the street, I think, but it should be fun. We'll see what happens when I get that on the road. But for now, let's go back to the build. Okay. So as I've said, I already started the new subframe. I just didn't record it because it's pretty boring. But I basically used the same tactic as last time, except this time around, instead of using my grinder to cut the slots, I had used a Sawzall, which made a lot cleaner cuts and more consistent. And then I basically bent it in my vise. And overall, the shape of it is actually a lot better. It's cleaner than last time. And then I went and welded everything and grinded it all up so that it will finish. So it's not 100% finished. I still need to grind it and clean it just a little bit better to make it smoother. And then I've also crushed the tips here instead of doing what I did last time here. So last time I kind of fabricated these things out of leftover material, and I drilled it. It looks cool, but it's not functional, and it wasn't very precise. I had to get the holes dead center, so it was really hard to take this thing on and off. This should be a much easier setup. So I'm going to go ahead and continue making the rest of the swing arm, or the rest of the subframe. Alright, so my game plan for the new subframe is I need to take that piece off I built and welded onto there. I need to grind it off and actually make a longer one because the subframe sits a little wider than my last one at the tip. So that way it'll fit exactly the contour of the seat. So I gotta take this off and then I gotta recreate it, and then last time I welded some nuts into there so I had something to thread into. So I'm gonna do the same thing again with a longer piece. Then I can get that mounted, and then I can do the part that I want to, the two pieces that I want to go into the stock holes where the old subframe used to be. I don't know what they're called, but I guess the part that'll support it all. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing that. I won't videotape it because it's pretty boring. I'm not going to videotape myself grinding this stuff off, but I'll create the new one and then I'll show you guys what I did. So I've mounted the subframe kind of where I want it. I take the gas tank off. So this is a much nicer one than the original one. A lot smoother, more consistent everywhere. And what I've done is I've replaced the original piece that was there that was way shorter, which was this one. And then I did put the threaded nuts on the inside of this new piece, and I've bolted it up kind of in place right now. It's just tack welded in so that I can go ahead and put the side supports. So I think I did a lot better on this one second time around than the original one, which is, as you can see, pretty butchered. So this is the original one I made, and then where it got all messed up where I cut too far, and then I had to put some bolts in there to hold it together so it wouldn't break. Needless to say, this one overall, like if you look at the shape, it's not consistent. It was bent in all the wrong places, so this one's a lot better. I'm gonna work on these side supports now, and then I'll come back when I get that done. I've gone ahead and made the side supports. So they're on. I'm just using some black tape to secure it. I've done the other side as well. So it's on here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and weld this now, and then that should be done. Gone and welded everything in place. This is still tack welded, and I might do some tabs instead of just welding it right on the frame like this. But everything is put into place now. And I'll have to say that this is way better than the first attempt. This actually looks legit. It's a lot cleaner and a lot nicer than the first one I did. And even these things are in line now, as where last time they were kind of opposed. You can totally tell. So it looks a lot cleaner, looks a lot better. And when I get it put back together, it'll look much better, I think. So that's about all the time I have to work on this today. On the next vlog, I'll clean up the welds and reassemble everything, and then hopefully I can start tackling maybe the wiring. I also need to cut the kickstand because it doesn't work right now, and that's why the engine or the bike hoist is still under. So if you're wondering what I'm wearing here, this is my company called LD West. It's a wallet and cell phone holster. It comes in 3 sizes to virtually accommodate any phone on the market. We have regular, large, and extra large for the people who have like an iPhone 6 Plus, for example, with an OtterBox Defender case or similar size phone. I've left a promo code exclusive for my channel in the description. It'll give you $10 off your purchase, and you can use it anytime. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and hit like, please. Thanks, see you guys next time.